Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our part.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Hester. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Comes out throwing on first down. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him.
Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
snap from the gun on third down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll leave it with him. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hester. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. No huddle here for the offense. Firing to the right, complete. Plows through the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running...
Touchdown, Vols! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the ground. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Tennessee, 7. Washington, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Handoff to the fullback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Coming up.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Number 14, set to advance on the football.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D quarterback.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Glass half full, glass half empty, guys. Obviously great, they got a completion. You prefer that over incompletions or interceptions. But glass half empty. I mean, they made that 3rd down a bit more manageable, but not by much.
They move the tight end all over. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
A lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive, because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes, and you just saw it right there.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Coming after him. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. This time on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Vols with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Handoff to the single back. On the move at the 30. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. I guess in this case, the scramble give it, and the scramble take it away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, the quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
Power football with the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Brings up third down.
Okay, ready?
Now facing a third and long.
Go! 29 Philly. 2-9-6.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys. It's still an 8-point game.
Tennessee 14, Washington 6.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the...
And he's running in the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on second down. Makes the catch. Touchdown ball. And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Washington 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
The Huskies will take over 1st and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively.
Off he goes! And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Squirrel.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that pass is intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Volunteers! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying to beat the D deep. gets downfield for the big catch. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 35, Washington 6.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. He unleashes a long one. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
13.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
He's going for the big play. And the ball is picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He's going to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the run. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, going up top. Good timing on the quick out.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Calls his own number. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't connect on his first throw.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
He tries to take the top off. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Touchdown ball! And the beatdown has ensued. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Volunteers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.